Hello, in today's video, I'm going to share 5 unnecessary ingredients in processed foods. These are ingredients that I find all too often in processed foods and believe aren't needed to make food look and taste great. The major reason these ingredients are included in processed food is to enhance the look, taste, and texture of food. The absence of these ingredients would still make the food enjoyable to eat if the food is being processed with real natural ingredients and are derived from whole food sources. In some cases, the complete absence of these ingredients wouldn't change anything about the processed food. They are added on the assumption that they will make the food better and more appealing to consumers. But you as an individual are the ultimate judge on that. So why should we care about these unnecessary ingredients? If they're unnecessary, we can just ignore them, right? Well, it all comes down to health. These ingredients don't promote health. In fact, they destroy it. With long-term consumption, many of these ingredients can lead to diabetes, heart disease, weight gain, and cancer. They can also have immediate impact on one's health, as I've experienced. Some of these ingredients cause inflammation, gastrointestinal issues, acne, and more. So, with this in mind, let's learn about these 5 unnecessary ingredients. First is sugar. This includes cane sugar, which is a refined sugar that's high in the glycemic scale, but this also includes any added sugar, even lower glycemic sugars like coconut. Other sugars to look out for are high fructose corn syrup, agave nectar, and artificial sugars like saccharin and aspartame. These sugars are either chemically produced or produced through high heat, leaving them with very little to no nutritional benefits. And though it's understandable to find cane or coconut sugar in cookies and granola, is it necessary to have them in tomato pasta sauce or chicken noodle soup? I once watched a program where a company was doing a taste test on their tomato soup. They wanted to see how much sugar they needed to add to hook their customers on the product. In other words, they wanted to find their sweet spot for the soup, where they can make the most profits through constant sales. The high risk of consuming too much sugar, especially added sugar, has long been known. It's been linked to inflammation, heart disease, dementia, cancer, and more. I know when I was on a high sugar diet, my cystic acne was prevalent. It only decreased and went away as I cut back on sugar. And for the artificial or lab created sweeteners, many studies have revealed their link to tumors, cancer, headaches, heart problems, the list goes on. For instance, high fructose corn syrup is linked to obesity, diabetes, heart problems, and arthritis. Sugar is in most processed foods currently on the market, even organic ones. The best solution is to read the ingredient list and avoid the products that contain them, especially those that don't need sugar like soups and sauces. I recommend you make your own soups and sauces to avoid the struggle of finding products without added sugar. For example, I now make my own tomato-based pasta sauce instead of buying bottled ones. It's very quick and easy to make, and I'll link the video on my quick and easy basic tomato pasta sauce recipe. Second is oil. This refers to vegetable seed oils, the common ones being corn, soybean, sunflower, canola, and cottonseed. Vegetable oil is in virtually every processed food product out there, especially snacks. Once I discovered the danger of vegetable oils, my processed food selection drastically cut down. Vegetable oils are not easily processed, and they are primarily derived from seeds. Because the seeds they are derived from are usually low in oil, they are processed industrially to extract a large amount. This means using high pressure and solvents like hexane, think gasoline, to achieve this. And that's not all. After that, the oil is refined through high temperature heat, adding sodium hydroxide. Then the oil is degummed, bleached, and deodorized before reaching the grocery shelf. The actual oil has no flavor at this point, just stripped of all nutrients and exposed to many chemicals. Oil is used in a lot of cooking for baked goods. It's encouraged as an alternative to animal fats like butter to make food soft and not dry. It also helps food not stick to grills, baking sheets, or cooking pans. For dishes, it can help enhance the flavor, such as in sauteing vegetables and meat. It's now been shown that vegetable oils are linked to a lot of diseases, illnesses, and negative health conditions like acne, heart disease. A major source for this is that vegetable oils become unstable at high temperatures. They oxidize, producing free radicals, which are linked to inflammation, accelerated aging, and disease. Free radicals attack every cell in the body, producing additional toxins like acrolein and omega-6 fatty acids. Again, oil is found in most processed foods, even organic and natural. It's best to familiarize yourself with the dangerous types of vegetable oils and look out for them on ingredient lists. A healthy alternative to vegetable oils is butter, which is natural and minimally processed, coconut oil, which doesn't oxidize at high heat, or olive oil, which doesn't have to be heavily extracted from chemicals and is safe for cooking at low temperatures. Another option is to minimize your use of oils in general. I don't add any oils to my baked goods, and through experimenting with that, I didn't see a difference in their texture or softness. Similar to sugar, I don't add oil to soups and sauces since I see no difference in their outcome. If I'm sauteing or cooking on a surface I don't want my food to stick to, I opt for a little coconut or olive oil. Third is colors and dyes. I'm referring to artificial colors and dyes like Red 40 or Blue 1. Dyes are colors that make foods such as cookies and cakes attractive. It offers no nutrients or health benefits. In fact, it does the opposite. Artificial colors and dyes are laboratory made, meaning chemicals are part of the substance used to produce them. Currently, most conventional food dyes are made with petroleum, the same resource use and fuel. The health risks associated with artificial colors and dyes are similar to those of virtually any chemical added to food. Artificial colors and dyes have been linked to cancer and even hyperactivity in children. Some have even experienced negative skin conditions due to these colors and dyes. Tons of processed foods have artificial colors and dyes, and if the product isn't organic and natural, it's likely artificial colors and dyes are in it. Again, always read the ingredient list to spot artificial colors, and if you see items that look bright and vibrant in color, such as a box of Fruit Loop cereals or a bag of gummy bears, this ingredient is likely on the list. An alternative is to look for organic and natural food that dyes their food with real fruits and vegetables. The results may not be as vibrant, but at the end of the day, it's food meant for consumption, not to display on a shelf. Fourth is artificial flavors. I include natural flavors in this because it often contains ingredients not related to the flavor itself, so those ingredients are likely manipulated in the laboratory, even if they're not chemical based. They may also contain substances that you could be allergic to or can't consume due to dietary restrictions or don't want to consume. Artificial flavors are imposters. They are meant to replicate the real flavor you want to consume. These flavors make our brains believe we're consuming the real thing when we're not. A host of chemicals such as petroleum, butyric acid, cinnamic acid, and methyl alcohol are combined in different ways to produce desired flavors like pineapples and strawberries. All this is done by flavorists, chefs, and scientists in a laboratory. The purpose of artificial and even natural flavors comes down to being a cost-effective way for food manufacturers to flavor their products without spending more for the real thing. But realistically, the more natural food is processed, the more it loses its nutrient and original qualities, such as flavor. In addition, if these products intend to sit on a shelf for months, original flavors can degrade. As with anything artificial or chemical-based, health will be compromised with constant long-term consumption. Diseases and illnesses like cancer and heart disease are usually the result of these ingredients, but not known exactly is in artificial natural flavors. Allergies are also a concern. And while some brands will state potential allergies associated with their products, that will only be the common ones, like gluten, soy, dairy, and nuts, so gastrointestinal issues and skin conditions are also a possibility. Most conventional items will have artificial or natural flavors. Even some organic products contain natural flavors as an ingredient. But popular items are soda, juice, cereals, candy, gum, ice cream, yogurt, and anything that's distinctly flavored, such as cherry cola. An alternative to this is to read the ingredient list and avoid products that contain artificial and even natural flavors. Consider natural and organic foods instead of conventional, since there will be more products that are flavored with the actual food. Fifth is MSG, which is monosodium glutamate. MSG is a flavor enhancer that intensifies the original flavor of food. It's used in a lot of savory foods such as chips, crackers, soups, stews, and frozen meals. It's also popular in Chinese cuisine. It has less sodium than salt, so sometimes it's used as a replacement to reduce the sodium content of food. MSG on its own has a umami taste, which is mild. It is white and odorless in a crystal-like powder. MSG is created through fermentation using plant-based sources. The glutamate acid in these sources break down during fermentation, becoming glutamate. This glutamate stimulates our taste buds, resulting in a savory-like umami taste. MSG has been a food ingredient since the 1930s, and though approved by the FDA as a safe ingredient, many researchers have linked MSG to many negative health conditions such as headaches, rapid heartbeat, chest pain, nausea, and weakness. Currently, there is no significant studies confirming these symptoms being the cause of MSG, but those who experience them and get off of MSG products see improvements. Many conventional food items have MSG, as mentioned earlier, especially those that are savory instead of sweet. Some believe MSG is harmless, but there are some that think otherwise and have even called it a carcinogen. Additionally, though fermented, MSG is made up of an isolated and heavily concentrated form of glutamic acid. The body responds to it differently, increasing its amount in the blood quickly. Some believe this is the reason behind many of the symptoms people experience after consuming MSG. In the end, whether you believe the claims or not, one thing is certain: many people are allergic to MSG and respond negatively to it. As a flavor enhancer, it's not needed if using real natural ingredients. The alternative is to avoid MSG products and make some of the foods that contain MSG, such as frozen dinners and soups, from scratch in your kitchen. Ultimately, these 5 unnecessary ingredients can be avoided by making your own food with natural whole food ingredients. Processed foods, whether natural, organic, or conventional, will always be compromised in terms of its health content. That's because it has to withstand processing and shipment and sitting on grocery shelves for some time. Food manufacturers will generally put presentation and taste ahead of health content to a certain degree. Fortunately, in the organic food market, some companies are focusing on ethics and the health of their consumers, creating products that are healthy over presentation. But we do have a way to go before those companies are in abundance. So that's it. I hope I was able to clearly explain why these 5 common food ingredients are not necessary in processed foods, even homemade foods. If you found this video valuable, please like, comment, and share so others looking to eat healthier can find this video. Subscribe for more whole food and nutrition videos, and until next time, take care.